All right, let's try this stupid thing again. If it actually works this time. Yeah, my app crashed for some reason on the phone, so I don't know. Hey, Cassie. So, well, I don't know how long it's going to work for. It's awful fuzzy on my end here for some reason. Auto? I don't want auto. Well, yeah, we'll see how long we're back for. Try to make this thing work right. It's probably on the wrong Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's what I thought. There we go. For some reason, this thing's like, we have a Wi-Fi extender upstairs, and for some reason, it likes to select whatever's the furthest away. So when we're upstairs, it likes to try to find the router downstairs, and when we're downstairs, it likes to still be connected to the the extender upstairs. So it might have just crashed because it, whatever. Anyhow, as I was saying, so I've got a ball to drill, got a ball to continue plugging. I need to cut the, oh, that's not gonna slide, so I won't do that. I need to cut the thumb and then finish the fingers. This one I need to keep going on and also decide how annoying that thumb really is. The problem was trying to get it the right color and keep it a lighter color without getting it too white or washing it out, and it got too bright, so that's a problem. This is the interesting one though. This is and this one I'm just keeping here because it's not going anywhere yet, but I'm just so happy with that plug job that it's just staying there to make me feel better. So anyhow, as YouTube doesn't send the notifications out, that'll help. Okay, so the other one's not even there, so, okay. Cool. Alright, so like I referenced earlier, I have this super tasty Guinness Nitro Cold Brew Coffee Stout. That's pretty awesome. This is in Eternal Domination. This is a older overseas ball that I got so kindly gifted to me by Mr. Artin Shabani. And I drilled it, and I only threw it a few times, and I don't know if I was in the middle of a bunch of other balls, or if I knew I wasn't throwing it that great at the time, but I kind of put it in the box and never came back out for some reason. But it's virtually brand new. I mean, I'm not even sure I have a game on it. I think the time I was out practicing, I got towards the end of practice, and I thought, oh, well, I'll bring it out and try it a couple times, and it was a little too smooth. I'm like, I'll throw it next time, and I never brought it back out again. So, I'm going to plug and re-drill this righty. This should be, or lefty, righty. I'm going to plug and re-drill it lefty. So this should be fairly easy to do. They're all dark colors. This purple, I'm sure, is going to come out fine. And then the fingers should be easy to do. I don't think I'm going to do anything crazy on the fingers. I'll probably go a purple, kind of halfway in between the purplish, silverish, whatever. So this one's not going to be terribly difficult to do. This one is going to be impossible. Absolutely impossible. I'm going to try to have some fun with it, This one's just going to be this orange kind of reddish color is all I'm going to do for this finger. This finger I'm going to attempt to do the yellow and the blue and kind of at least blend, at least get those swirled together. That way it's kind of a swirled area there, so as long as it kind of blends in, that's about the best you can hope for on something like this. This one, like I said, it's just going to be that solid orange color, and we're going to try to kind of blend this one and hope it actually all works out. And even if some of this gets into this hole over here too, it's a blendy area, so with as many swirls as this thing has in it, it's going to blend in. And then I haven't finished that yet. I went ahead and cut it down and kind of smoothed it off and got it ready to finish and polish, but it's really obnoxious. It's really, really obnoxious, and it's hurting my eyes. So I might have to redo that. Of course, the other one of interest here is the Code Zero. So as I was talking about on that last ill-fated stream, this is an overseas Code Black. So it's the same everything. It's just got a different name, different colors, different scent, but it's the same ball. It's R2S Pearl and the Rad 4 core. This was a righty ball of mine, so it's already been fully and completely plugged. I'm not terribly happy with this. I already re-drilled the thumb once, but I didn't have the right color kit. It didn't come out great, but it looks cool, so I'm just going to leave it. So I'm going to go on ahead and re-drill this and use it as a comparison to my Dark Code for that video coming here in a couple weeks. I think the big help with this one's going to be that Storm put up the Dark Code versus Code Black video a couple days ago, and a lot of people were saying, everything kind of moved too fast, and they couldn't tell the difference between the two balls, and they couldn't read the words on the side of the screen apparently. But this one's going to help out a little bit because it looks quite a bit different. So you won't have to look at the ball picture. You won't have to listen to what I'm telling you. You'll be able to visibly see, oh, okay, well, I'm either throwing the Dark Code or I'm throwing the Code Zero. So I'm going to go on ahead and drill this one up. We've got some footage to go get tonight. The comparisons for the new balls, obviously going to be this one. Angel's got a Code Extreme that is NRG2 Pearl, which is a stronger version of that formula. Well, this new formula, the Rex formula on the Dark Code, is actually stronger than NRG2. Not by a whole bunch, but it's kind of a similar idea. So we'll get to see exactly how strong this cover is. And we're going to get to see how it compares to, the Code Black as well. We're also going to compare it to the UC2 because that's been another one that everybody's been asking for. They want to see, since the UC2 is kind of like a flippier Code Black, people are wanting to see that comparison, so we're going to do that as well. And then, of course, with doing all these Rated Rumble things, I can just kind of interchangeably do, whatever we want to there. We might also have to compare it to the Parallax Effect too, because that just released, and now we've got another Pearl just right behind it. So having two strong Pearls in the line back to back, we're going to be able to see, we should try to want to see what kind of differences the cores create, because the covers are very, very similar. Matter of fact, Traction X7 on the Parallax Effect is ranked, one place higher than the REX cover on Storm's kind of ball strength chart that they have. So that'll be interesting to see what that's going to be all about. Now with the UFO alert, that's just the UFO core and the Idle Synergy cover. And so obviously I'm going to compare it to the Idle Synergy. We're also going to compare it to the RST, because that's another one where the RSTX1 is a hybrid, but the UFO alert is also a hybrid. Very, very different cover formulas though. Microtrax on the RST is basically Storm's version of NRG. I think Microtrax is a little bit stronger. And then E-Trax is a very, very clean and responsive formula, a lot like R2S from Storm. So even though they're releasing, for Storm, 2 pearls back to back and 2 hybrids back to back, basically in the HP4 line. There's a pretty big difference. There's not a huge difference between the Dark Code and the Parallax Effect on paper anyway. Dark Code RG is a lot lower. It's a stronger core overall. But on the UFO and the RST, there's also a little bit of a difference in those cores, not a whole lot, if memory serves. But the cover formulas are completely crazy different. So I think what we're going to do first is I'm just going to go on ahead and drill my code 0 here, because if I do run out of time for this stream, the plug stuff can wait. It's just these are kind of pet projects. The Eternal Domination cover is R3X Pearl, which is kind of and the reason I had this thought is because that's kind of what the Zen reminds me of. It reminds me of one of those stronger, kind of nano-based, but still kind of blendy cover stocks. It's not as early and chuggy as an RG Pearl. It's a little bit more responsive, but it's still pretty strong. So it feels kind of like a blend of something in there. And so since this is R3X Pearl, and that's kind of the zone that I would put the Zen in, since I have no idea what S77. I mean, the stronger the number in global terms, the higher the number is, the stronger the cover stock is overall. But I don't know. Strength doesn't tell me formula. And that makes a pretty big difference, because let's say R3S Pearl is very strong, but so is Traction X7. R3S is a much more responsive formula though, and Traction X7 is a stronger but smoother formula. So I'm kind of interested to see once I get this done, and I actually might try a different layout on it too, just to I use stuff like this to give me different looks on different layouts, so that I don't want to burn it, since I'm still trying to, try different things out on the left side. I don't necessarily want to burn a brand new ball on a layout that I'm trying out. And so plugging and redrilling either some stuff that I didn't like that well, or some of the overseas stuff that I have right-handed that I can either let it sit there and crack or sell it. I don't want to sell it. Because these are kind of rare, so I would rather plug it and re-drill it. And if the layout works out, great, then I'll use it. If the layout doesn't work out, then I can just make it a display piece or something. So we're gonna let these hang out here. I'm gonna go ahead and lay out the code 0. I'm going to do a new, not really a new layout, but kind of different from my typical test layout. Let me check the comments here, since I've been rambling for like an idiot for 10 minutes. The drink of choice is Guinness Nitro Cold Brew. This stuff is amazing. All right. Yes, we're back. Less talk, more drill. Yeah, that's what I was getting. Yes, anyone else see the white dots across the balls? Yes, it's actually it's actually the reflection from my lights up there on the camera lens, which is a little weird. So, all right, well, I'm gonna come over here and we're gonna drill. Actually, no, I'm gonna lay this thing out first, because I don't know if I've shown everybody the new arc ruler. So let me get the camera adjusted here. Let me see. Bam. All right. Let me turn this off so you can. Should be a little bit easier to see, actually. So, the code 0